I just wanted to thank everyone for being here today and just let you know that this particular opening may be just a tad different than any opening you've seen before. So the title of this presentation is called Come, Sit, Stay. And these are some of the commands that I use with my fur baby, Alfie. And I'll talk more about those commands at the end of the talk. So a few weeks ago, towards the beginning of the semester, we learned about how God and his dwelling place, the tabernacle, were at the physical center of the Israelite camp, as well as the center of worship and personal focus. So I thought about how loyal most dogs are to their people and how their world revolves around their person or persons. So I made a list of some of the incredibly special characteristics of Alfie and other dogs. And then I asked myself if I show the same characteristic to God, around whom my life should be revolving. Okay, now, don't judge people. Yes, Alfie sleeps with me, but I'm a morning shower person, so it's okay. So occasionally, especially in the winter, when Alfie gets tired of waiting for me to come to bed, he'll tuck himself in like this and wait for me. And then when I get in bed, he pushes and shoves and gets as close to me as he possibly can under the covers. So I ask myself, when I go to bed at night, do I try to get as close to God as possible through prayer before I go to sleep? And do I sleep peacefully at night, knowing God has me covered up and that I have nothing to fear? During the daytime, Alfie follows me everywhere, even the bathroom, because he wants to always be in my presence and doesn't want to miss out on what I'm going to be doing next. Do I always want to be in the Lord's presence? And do I spend my day following the Lord to see what he's going to be doing next? Alfie understands where all the good things in life come from, and he shows gratitude for those things by wagging his tail. Do I always remember where the good things in my life come from? And do I remember to show gratitude to God for those blessings? Or do I sometimes think I'm the source of those blessings in my life, especially the material things? Alfie lives very simply. He's happy as long as he gets food, water, shelter, some playtime, and lots of hugs and attention from me. Am I happy to live simply in God's presence? Or do I feel like I need the latest and greatest shiny new thing that comes along? Does my happiness come from just being in God's presence with his love, attention, and guidance? Alfie's incredibly eager to please me and make me smile. Am I always eager to please God above all else? And do I try to make God smile? Alfie knows how to have fun and loves to have fun. In his world, there's nothing better than going for a walk or going for a car ride. Do I make time for fun and play? Or do I get bogged down in the day-to-day issues that are occurring? And along those same lines, Alfie takes resting and sleeping very seriously. Do I remember that I need to recharge my batteries with rest and sleep? Do I remember that God made a Sabbath for me and not the other way around? Alfie looks to me for direction in his life and what to do next. Do I always look to God for direction in determining what to do next in my life? Or do I try and forge ahead with what looks right to me? Alfie doesn't like storms, and they make him scared and frantic. But he knows to come to me and I'll keep him safe. I also dislike the storms of life, and they scare me too. Do I remember to go to God during the storms and seek my comfort in Him? Alfie always hears my voice, and he always seems to be listening for that voice. Even when I wake him up, he'll pop that head up to see what I'm trying to tell him. Do I listen for God's voice? And do I recognize it when God speaks? And Alfie always pays complete attention when I am speaking. Do I pay complete attention when God is speaking to me through His Word or in other ways? You can always tell who Alfie belongs to by looking at his collar, because it has my name and phone number on it. That's because if Alfie were to get lost, I'd want him to get back home to me. Can others tell who I belong to by looking at my life? Do I realize that if I get lost, God can help me find my way home? With that in mind, I will say that Alfie does not mind jumping on me or my clean sheets with muddy paws or other muddy body parts, because he knows I'll forgive him and clean him up. Do I recognize that God loves me when my life has been muddied up, and that He will welcome and forgive me? He will clean me up again. And let's say that together. He will clean me up again. Okay. Some dogs, but not Alfie, would give their lives for their person. Would I give my life for Jesus? Dogs, including Alfie, live with the person at the center of everything in their lives. Do I live with God at the center of my life? So back to the commands: come, sit, and stay. I think I can hear God saying to me, come to me and I will give you rest. Sit and be still and know that I am God. Stay with me and I will be your God and you will be my beloved daughter. Thank y'all.
Fabulous.